Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Salt of the Earth. I'm interrupting my usual Heartland episode series because I'm preparing for the official State of Decay 2 livestream, and as usual, I need to get my community in working order. The main thing I'm worried about right now is bounties, because, you know, in Heartland, there isn't a bounty broker. It's really easy to fall behind on bounties. I want to make sure that I'm staying on top of that stuff. So I'm going to fill up this car with useful things, and we're going to go pay a visit to the bounty broker. Now, I've already queued up some bounties that are appropriate for this community. So I might not need to change anything. I just wanted to have a look at the bundle up pack, get a sense for what I want to be doing today during the official live stream, and then clear out as many of the older bounties as I can before those bounty packs expire. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to play with the Salt of the Earth or with the Lion's Share on the official stream. So if Salt of the Earth is looking good, I mean, it's certainly at a lower difficulty level, and so it'll be nice and chill, and I can focus a little bit more on interviewing Kat Weiss, who's going to be our guest. Kat is a programmer who joined the game in sort of the post-Juggernaut era. She worked on several features that people are really interested in. Most interestingly, Kat worked on the cut audio journals. In fact, she was the programmer who we had to tell to stop working on that because we were cutting the feature. So that's going to be interesting. So one thing that's really weird is this, you know, the Salt of the Earth has been around for ages. They've bounced from map to map. They've done a lot.
Hello again. This is Dr.
And here's
Hoffman
Cleo
calling
talking to
from
me.
Mount Tanner.
Or
As
Dr.
I
Hoffman.
told before, we're ready for the next stage of our work.
I
My
get-
colleague Isabella is already on site. I'd feel better if you were there to assist her. Doc, how many times do I have to tell you? Call me Isby.
I realize that that dialogue is really quiet. I could probably talk over it, but I hear it a little bit louder than you do, and so it's kind of hard for me to keep my thoughts straight while it's going on. Anyway, you'll notice the Bounty Broker tutorial mission is over there, which is, I didn't think that was supposed to pop up more than once for a community. And this community would have seen it ages and ages ago, so I'm kind of surprised by that. I don't know if somebody pushed a reset button on it or something. It's really strange. Orathon says, I do all the bounties on one community in like an hour. Yeah, it's definitely... The Salt of the Earth is my community that's set up to be able to do that.
To see to a task that needs doing?
Okay, so I have finished all of the Fearsome Footage bounties, so I don't have any that are about to expire. I've got 2 that I've queued up right now that we're tracking for the Go Bag bounty pack, so that's good to hold on to those. Then I've got another one queued up, killing zombies with crossbows, with the Stay Frosty pack. And then the Bundle Up pack, that is the one that has just arrived. Let me quickly see. Plague Zeds with blunt weapons. Okay, so I can't kill Plague Zeds with this community because there's none left. So unless I move maps, which I have no intention of doing, I'm going to need to do that with someone else. But let's look at the bounties for Bundle Up, because I want to see which ones will be most interesting to go after on the stream. We've got killing 2 ferals with explosives, which is frustrating. If I've got a grenade launcher and a bunch of ammo, that's probably the easiest way to do it. We'll see. Crafting crossbow bolts, I can just clear out with this team no matter what. Same with crafting painkillers. I'd almost might as well just do those. Armored Zeds in close combat. Okay, so that means stealth stabbing them, basically. Juggernaut with a pistol. Okay. Bloaters with crossbows. That feels pretty doable. Dismember zombie arms. Bloaters with fire. And screamers with vehicles. So, okay, the ones that are, like, killing screamers with vehicles, that's probably an easy-ish one to do. The ones that are more interesting to do. Armored Zeds in close combat. You could, at least for new players, you could have some good advice on that. Juggernaut with a pistol is just silliness. I mean, you probably want to butter it up with something else and then switch to a pistol to get the final headshot in. So I could give some good advice on that, maybe. Bloaters with fire is just fun to watch, but bloaters with crossbows and bloaters with fire, I could leave both of those off or save them for later and do Okay, plague zombie arms. So the question about plague zombie arms... Actually, you know what? Let's do... Okay, so my plan for the official live stream is to have armored Zeds in close combat, Juggernaut with a pistol, and ferals with explosives queued up. Which means I'm going to need to make sure that I've got the equipment for that. But I think that's not going to be hard with these guys. I'll have a character who's got a pistol as their primary weapon and a grenade launcher... sorry, a pistol is their secondary weapon. A grenade launcher is their primary weapon. And then I'll also carry some mines with me. So that I can easily disable the Juggernaut and the Feral and get the final shot however I need to. And then you can always do armored Zeds in close combat.
Godspeed, my friend.
Yeah, okay. So, cool, we figured that out. So now that we know what we're going to be doing eventually, let's spend some time this episode trying to get these ones. So the ones that I've got queued up right now. Weird. And now, wait, what are you supposed to do to complete this mission? Is this mission bugged?
Okay, Airy here again. I am officially a genius.
I don't think I can clear the mission.
I've cracked our mystery radio signal, and let me tell you, this is a gold mine. And to show my thanks, I invite you to join me and get stinking rich.
That is weird. It's weird that I can't make that mission go away. That feels like there's a bug, because I think you're supposed to just approach him or interact with him and that mission clears. Like, that mission is just to tell new players, hey, there's a thing called the Bounty Broker. It looks like this on the map. Go discover it. And that's all it is. The requirements are supposed to be very, very light. I feel like I should write a bug for that. That's really, really strange. I wonder if that's going to happen in all of my communities. I should check that out. Malator says he thinks that Cash has dialogue to complete it. Possibly, but he doesn't seem to in this instance. I talked to him, he just has his usual dialogue, and I've selected both options. So I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I think you're right that I think isn't he supposed to like say something as you approach and then it's just satisfied and you can do what you want once you arrive? Alright, so
Good to see you.
I'm going to need a crossbow as my primary weapon. So let's swap this out. Let's see here. Which crossbow are we going to grab? What crossbows do we have? Where are crossbows? Holy crap. I've collected a lot of guns, haven't I? And I even, like, religiously... Okay, first let's see. Okay, we do have a grenade launcher. We actually have multiple grenade launchers. And the Star Shank and the Pyro Launcher. But this is the one I think we want. I don't know how many 40mm grenades we have. We have 51. So we're going to be fine.
Hey, it's Mickey. Remember me?
No.
I got something I've been meaning to do. You know, if you want to come along or whatever.
Okay, so here are the actual crossbows. Okay, I do not need a bunch of classic crossbows. That's silly. The Echo X1 combat crossbow is a good one. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to kill, was it just 25 zombies with crossbows? Something like that? I don't need 2 hunting crossbows. So I could... I think the easiest one to use is... Wait, was it the combat crossbow? So I think this one uses standard bolts. I think these all use standard bolts except for this light crossbow. I don't have the repeating crossbow. That kind of surprises me. Yeah, like... Yeah, Orathouse is suggesting the repeater, but I don't have one. I'm kind of surprised I don't have one.
One ugly-ass juggernaut.
I love that one. And this community is here to sort of collect everything. So I guess, I mean, this one's got more power. I don't think it fires any faster or slower, so let's grab this one, and then let's grab some standard bolts for it. So yeah, so we need to kill zombies with crossbows, collect ammo, collect meds. Let's look around at our map and see where we want to go looking for these things. So we could probably get ammo here. And there's probably ammo here as well. So yeah, heading down to Marshall is probably a good idea. We also got some, we got ammo caches over here. Yeah, Marshall's going to be good. Here's the closest spot. Let's go to Marshall. As far as meds go, though, I don't know if there's a lot of meds in this particular area. There might be some at the fire station, though. So
Trusty again. I'm afraid my experiment didn't pan out.
I might have grabbed him during my last Tressie mission.
Demonstrate enough difference
I'm
for
not
what
sure.
I collected here in Marshall.
Oh, I guess it'll say.
I still think I'm onto something. I just need more time. I'll call you when I've got the next step planned. Trusty out.
That's it for now.
All right. I don't know, but let's go.
Solved it by now. Let's hope she figures it out.
It's funny to me how many mission lines we have going simultaneously in Homecoming. Like, we've just got so many. Oh, interesting. So Malator says that apparently that Bounty Broker mission happens when you come back to the main game after playing in other modes. How completely odd. What a weird thing to have happen. Thank you for pointing that out, Malator. Because that is not intentional. I wonder what could be going on under the hood to make that happen. Whatever it is we're using to check to see if the player is a new player or not is apparently getting reset when you change modes. That is very, very strange. Okay, we got a fair number of zombies around here. Luckily, we're playing in, like, I think this is Dread Combat. So I'm not too worried about it. I've been playing a whole bunch of Project Zomboid lately. A lot of you have been watching those episodes. Some of you probably haven't. But definitely, my like mental setting about like how dangerous to consider zombies to be is just it's all weirded out by the fact that I've been playing Zomboid. Because in Zomboid, like the fact that I just took a scratch from a zombie, like in State of Decay 2, that's not a big deal. Like zombies scratch you all the time and you just deal with it. And it's fine. I mean, you don't even necessarily need to, to medicate it. I guess we should actually kill some zombies with crossbows since that's what we're here to do. A lot of times you just send the character home to rest and that's plenty. In Zomboid, like, I had a moment just yesterday where a crawling zombie, like, grabbed my foot for a second and tripped me and I fell down. I had a little scratch and I was like, that's it. I'm probably dead. And I wasn't dead. I survived, but I had to quickly grab like a sterile bandage. And I was terrified that I was going to get infected and that anything could happen and I could totally die from just that one scratch. And I was like feeling like an idiot for letting a zombie get that close. I should have run away. When I saw that zombie tumble over a fence and get on the ground, I should have backed away immediately because I know sometimes they can advance on you and grab your feet. But I didn't, and I was like, oh no, I've gotten this character that I'm deeply invested in killed because I wasn't careful enough with a single zombie climbing over a fence. Okay, it looks like I've attracted some zombies. Not as scary in this game. Just gotta remind myself. Alright, fine. These guys don't want to be crossbowed. They don't have to get crossbowed. Oh, gosh, okay, there's a bunch of you now. Oh, did that one go through and hit that one in the leg? Nice. Anyway, let me load up the trunk of this thing and keep going. So, drop the ammo in there. What? There you are. Haha, take that. Cogs is suggesting that maybe I should play this game in lethal with Jawafala for a couple of months. Why do I have 6 Did I pick that up, or did I just already have that in my inventory? That's weird. I didn't use that. All right. I guess I could keep searching this. Do I have a... Okay, and I do actually have an outpost in the area, so maybe I can... I don't like to leave a place half-searched, but also... This was filling up my inventory. So the question is... Should I go and drop more stuff off? Well, let's go to the other... you know what? I'm not gonna be able to finish up the fire station anyway. Maybe, or, well, actually, let's go to these like little caches, because I think they've got a small number of containers. So I think I'm not gonna just completely fill up my inventory with those. Once you've gained enough like confidence in this game, a lot of your decision making isn't about danger or risk. It's about efficiency. It's like how few trips can I take? It's like trying to, get your groceries back from the car. And it's just all about like, can I do this in one trip? Aw, I only shot her arm off. Alright. So 12 units of ammo. Because our game is insane.
Now that's heavy.
Oh wait, I can also pick up this. All of our rucksacks have different values, which means I'm not actually sure how much ammo is in an ammo rucksack. So I don't know how many rucksacks of ammo I need to collect. Oh wait, there's probably another rucksack in here. Since I've got room in my back, let me grab that too. Not right here. Oh, motorized targets, that would be neat. Oh, this is probably the container that has it. There we go.
That's a lot of stuff.
I should definitely come back for all this crap though. There's some good stuff in there. But for now, let's head over here. We'll drop off all the stuff that is not rucksacks so we can come back and keep picking up rucksacks. And once I get to the outpost, I'll stop and have a look at the chat, because I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of stuff. So Airy Twitch says that Project Zomboid is compelling to watch with me just learning it. They say the world has so much to discover. It's amazing, really. Yeah, I'm still amazed by the new things that I discover. Now and then, like, when Andy Hodgins sends me tweets about it or comes in my chat as Captain Binky, like, sometimes he'll make reference to aspects of the game that I just didn't even know existed. And I'll be like, what? The game just keeps getting bigger anytime anyone tells me something about it. And they're still, they've been working on this game for, what, more than a decade? And there's still just new stuff all the time. Okay, so I think I don't need to necessarily carry the ammo for my pistol around. It's just there for backup anyway. Yeah, I think I can go this empty. And still be fine, because we're only at Dread difficulty. It is funny how, like, Dread used to be the intimidating difficulty for me. And you know what?
Now that's heavy.
We'll drop that off. All right. But yeah, Dread used to be the intimidating difficulty for me. When I was used to playing at Standard, I felt very special when I managed to sort of start succeeding at Dread. Now I've gotten so used to Nightmare that Dread feels like, oh, whatever, just shrug it off. I don't need to worry too much. I don't need to necessarily carry a bunch of fire with me or anything like that. Okay, so let's head down to the fire station to try to get the meds that we need. I'm pretty sure a rucksack will cover us. Oh, wait, I said I was going to check with the chat. Malator says that in Project Zomboid, they created a world with the population set to insane, and it was. And you also made it with no respawns? Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So when you say no respawns, you mean like the zombies don't respawn. Because that's a thing that's actually been... It's been interesting. Like, I've been debating in my head whether I like it or not. Like, the fact that, I will clear out an area of zombies, and eventually it will refill with new zombies that didn't exist before. And it certainly keeps the game challenging, but it also kind of, I don't know, like, there's a little bit of, I mean, Project Zomboid is such a realistic game, and it's also such a hectic game, such a stressful game, that I like the idea of being able to sort of really clear a place out and just relax for a second, and also just have, you know, have the zombies just sort of, with so many other things in the game, sort of pegged to a very realistic
I
standard.
should be able to find something good in all this.
I like the idea of zombie respawning similar, like, you know, like you could get zombies that were already there coming in from out of town or from a different neighborhood or something like that, but you would not just have zombies arbitrarily respawn out of nowhere. I like that idea in theory. So there we go. Perfect.
It's your friendly neighborhood agricultural scientist again. You may have noticed some grass and weeds growing up from the ruins of the old trade wall.
That was my alarm reminding me to do this stream, but I've already done the stream, so I'm fine.
Don't become a cautionary tale for others to learn by.
Okay, when am I going to finish reloading this freaking crossbow? Oh, nice dodge, zombie. Just chose the right moment to do that fidget. I love that we, for some reason, decided that penetration is a crossbow's superpower. You know, like real life, where bullets often don't go through people, but crossbow bolts definitely always penetrate a target and hit 2 targets at once. That's totally a real thing that happens.
Can't do it.
Dang it. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that was strange. Only 5 more zombies to kill with this crossbow. Okay, we'll drop that off, and I guess we'll drop that in there too. Why not? We might have enough now. I'm still going to head over to this other ammo site just because I can. Oh, loader. Just because I can. Cog says that reloading crossbows is for survivors who want to get their faces eaten. Oh, oh, wow. Oh, they all just went over there. Here, and me with no fire. Wait, what was that noise? Oh, yeah, I think Coalition has told me about this. That crossbows are actually a great way to de-helmet armored zombies, if you need to do that. Well, we're seeing that live right now. Oh, so that was me trying to hit the guy over his shoulder, but that didn't work. Yeah, so basically, I'm learning... Oh, whoops. You gotta run every time you fire the crossbow. There we go. Oh, stop it. I should have dodged.
Left our supplies just lying around. Some of them got ruined.
Okay, so unfortunately, I'm not actually reducing the zombie population at all. Oh! A tackler. By the way, is this character not... I noticed that I'm not getting a lot of salvageable bolts on the ground. Is it because I'm killing zombies with them successfully? I don't remember what the rules are for bolts. For bolts, like, being retrievable. But especially considering the difficulty settings that I've got here, I would expect to see a bunch of bolts on the ground, but maybe it's just...
empty.
Okay, I'm empty. Well. Okay, there we go. Oh, there's more, but whatever. There's always more zombies. Yeah, Airy Twitch has reminded me that there are some skills that increase bolt recovery. I've forgotten which skills they are, though. I think it might be resourcefulness. Yeah, I think resourcefulness is definitely a skill that does it. I don't know what else. I don't know what else. It's funny. I was probably the one who made those settings, but it was years ago. Years ago, and I haven't had to think about it since. Modsiak, yeah, if you want to ask a question, go ahead. I can't promise you that I'll be able to help you if what you have is a problem, but yeah, no, I'd be happy to try to help you if you got a question. Oh, so La Coalition says that if you want to be a crossbow person, marathon with Gunslinger is great. Okay, yeah, so I could see why, because oh, see, it's probably a better way to head home. Because Gunslinger, Gunslinging, I should say. We had to be very careful, by the way. All of our skills are the same part of speech. Because it'd be really easy to have one be Gunslinger, but then, have another one be, I don't know, whatever. But, like, they're all, they're all a description. They're all a noun. Every skill is a noun describing the act that your character can perform. None of them are a noun describing the person that is doing the act. Like gunslinger. It's always gunslinging. But anyway, yeah, gunslinging would be good because it speeds up all of your reload animations, which includes sort of cocking the crossbow. And then marathon would be good because it means that running is a thing that is a lot less costly to your stamina. And as I'm sure Coalition will point out, the reason he's suggesting adding discipline is because discipline raises the boundary, raises the threshold for light encumbrance. And when you have marathon and you're lightly encumbered, running costs 0 stamina. And so you can basically run indefinitely while you're cocking the crossbow and have the cocking animations go much faster. So yeah, that's a really good piece of advice there, Coalition, if you want to do a crossbow-themed character. A Daryl Dixon, if you will. Okay, so Modziak's asked their question, but I'm going to try to get myself to a safe place before I look at it and try to answer it. Okay, hopefully delivering this way counts. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, looks like we're going to have to do something about our ammo here. Okay, we have completed all of our bounties.
Hey, honeys, I'm home.
Ah, talking to your honeys. All right. So let's re-equip this character so that she's actually ready to go. And
Appreciate you guys making me feel at home here.
this is what that gun fires. So we'll load that up. And I was sad that I didn't have any fire, so we're going to grab some fire.
Survivors, this is Nigel Meredith again. As you know, we in Red Talon are working day and night to restore this nation's infrastructure. Until that's done,
Wait a
we
minute.
need all of you to stay strong out there. Do not despair. Red Talon has not forgotten you.
Okay, so let me have a look at Modziak's question. They say, I'm on the first map in the campaign, but I'm afraid to switch to a new one. What will happen then? I have practically everything uncovered, etc. Okay, yeah, so if you move to a new map, the fact that you've explored the map is definitely not going to carry over. Even if you come back to the same map, even if you, like, leave Providence Ridge but come back to another iteration of Providence Ridge, it will all be rehidden again, because we're treating it like you're going to a different place. I'm going to start driving to the Bounty Broker while we talk. We treat it like, not that you're coming back to Providence Ridge, but you're coming to another place that is very similar to Providence Ridge. It's the same logic we used in State of Decay Breakdown back in, like, 2014, which was we only had the one map. We only had Trumbull Valley. But we wanted you to be able to sort of simulate traveling from town to town. And so we basically just sent you back to Trouble Valley, but pretended it was a different town that just coincidentally was also named Trouble Valley and had the same layout. And so that's kind of what we're doing if you go back to Providence Ridge. We're imagining it's a different Providence Ridge. And so even if you come back to Providence Ridge, yeah, your exploration will be reset. And similarly, if you go to another map, a map you've never been to before, then yeah, absolutely. You know, you personally have never explored that map before, so yeah, you definitely do not. You need to re-explore it from scratch, or just explore it from scratch for the very first time. The one costly part of that is that you don't have your outposts. Your outposts that you've claimed on the map, no matter which map you go to, you will lose those and you'll have to claim them again because they're just very specific to the map. You know, like, because the new map, whether it's technically the same map you were on before, or if it really is a genuinely, like, brand new map, either way, we reset all of the plague hearts and all of, you know, everything else that's on the map that could interfere with your operation. And so we can't give you your outposts back because if you're going to a new map, they would be different outposts anyway. There's just no way to say, oh, you had these 5 outposts? Well, those are analogous to these other 5 outposts in the new map. That just wouldn't work. So, and also, just we need to place a plague heart somewhere. If you've claimed outposts all over the map, that would really limit our ability to put plague hearts on the map. So you don't get your outposts back. But everything else is basically as though you had just moved bases within the same map. You know, when you move bases, because you're moving to a new location, we break down all of your facilities. We let you keep the resources you use to build those facilities, but we break down all of your facilities. You cart them with you. You cart the ingredients with you. They show up in your supply locker, and then you can rebuild them again in the new base. Switching maps is exactly the same as that. You know, we break down all of your stuff in your old base. You take it with you. All of your inventory carries over. All of that stuff. You keep all of your stuff. And then you can, you know, settle a base and rebuild all of that stuff in the new map.
Hello to all the citizens of Trumbull Valley. This is Lily Ritter with the network.
Well, while Lily's talking.
I'm reaching out because I'm worried about my friend Ray Santos.
We made so many
He hasn't
missions.
been answering his radio, and I'm getting a little worried. I'm sure it's nothing, but I'd appreciate it if someone could check and make sure everything is okay.
Okay, I'm going to start out with no bounties, but actually let's go back and equip. Let's switch away from this character and then go equip a character to be ready to do those other bounties whenever we start. What? Nope, 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 nope. Getting out of here. Though it'll be convenient to have a feral in that area whenever we start on the official live stream. Anyway, so but another thing that you will lose is your progress along sort of the main quest line. You know, most of the missions in the game are just really disposable. Like, you lose your you would basically start over with a new set of randomly generated missions in the new map, and I think that's not very costly because you were also going to continue having random new missions in whatever. If you stayed in the old map, you would still have random new missions, and so that doesn't really change. But like any enclave relationships you had, things like that built up over the course of missions, those all go away because you're on a new map with new people, and you got to sort of build that up from scratch. But also, like, your progress on your legacy also resets because, you know, the legacy, a big part of it is defeating all the plague hearts. And because we're going to a new map with new plague hearts, you're kind of back at square one. You got to defeat the plague hearts again and restart your legacy from scratch. So that's the stuff that you lose, but you keep, like, as far as like just tangible goods, you basically keep all of the stuff. Nader Skill wants to know, did the new State of Decay 2 update come out yet? No, we're still working on that. We don't have a release date for that yet. I'm going to be the official live stream that's happening later this afternoon with me. We're going to be not really talking about that. I'll be interviewing one of the programmers on the team, and we'll be sort of learning something. Oh, we got midnight. Okay, now we've got a fancy crossbow. We're going to be interviewing one of the programmers on the team and just sort of learning about how, you know, she got into the game industry, stuff like that. You know, just learning stuff about game programming. Oh wait, this one uses uses different ammo. But the next official live stream we do in a couple of weeks. Joe Swarner is going to be hosting that, and the plan is for him to actually be going over feedback from our public test realm about the upcoming update. So he's going to be like talking about the feedback we've gotten from players, and sort of and talking with probably one of the designers on the team about what they're planning to do to address the feedback. So that's going to be fun. Let's switch to, who do we want to be? Maybe Sahin? Or Fireman Sinjin. I kind of like the idea of it being him. Though, does he have any, like, specialized weapons? Get the police carbine and the... No, nothing special about those weapons. Let's run him over here. So we're going to equip him for the bounties that we want to go after, which include blowing some stuff up. So let's grab a grenade launcher. Oh, so many guns in my place with guns. Okay. Yeah, so let's grab this grenade launcher. And he's got a pistol already. I feel like we might want to have a slightly more powerful pistol, though, because we're going to be trying to headshot a juggernaut. So let's look at the power ratings of... Let's go a little higher caliber. Yeah, 1911. And I think revolvers don't count. I think it has to actually be... Oh, wait, we've gotten fully out of pistols. Okay, hold on. I think revolvers don't count, even though a lot of the higher caliber stuff is with the revolvers. And unfortunately, we still have this problem. Oh, here we go. Vulture 44. That's what I want. Okay, so let's grab the ammo that we need for these guns. Yeah, I'm pretty sad that that we kind of scrambled up the caliber sorting of our weapons, because it makes it a lot harder for me to play the way that I like to play. Okay, that's more than I needed of that. Okay, and then I was also going to bring some mines, some landmines. Because why not, right? Yeah, let's grab some military landmines. And some fire. Okay, we're probably okay now, right? This is a good set of equipment.
Look alive, kids. We got a bloater here.
Okay, let me... Oh, wait. We've got a bot putting ads in our chat. Somebody kill that bot. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so Modziak asks, can you return to... Like, if you do decide to switch maps, can you to a previous map? You can... Like you could always go back to the same map... like the same layout. Like, you could go back to Providence Ridge if you liked Providence Ridge, but we will not remember that you'd been there before. It'll be like you're going to a brand new map. So yeah, so you don't have that doesn't just stick around. We don't persist it. We only save basically what you've brought with you and what's going on in your current map. Let's see here. Oh, so Peroxicus wants to know, do any of the outfits you can put on your characters have armor advantages versus any other? No, we actually made a conscious decision not to have outfits be armor, because we didn't want to constrain... Like, basically, this feature where you get to... Like, I get to dress this guy like a fireman, for instance. This feature is designed specifically to be a creative expression type feature. And if we gave one particular outfit, like a mechanical advantage, a lot of players would feel like they were basically required to put that outfit on all of their characters. They'd be like, if I care about my characters and I want them to live,
Sounds like she might be working on something important.
then I need to put this best outfit on them all, which kind of cuts into your ability to creatively sort of invest in their identities as characters. You'd have to make a sacrifice to do it, which just always feels bad. And so we consciously decided that no, none of these would ever have mechanical advantages. They're only visual. They're only, which kind of frees you up to put whatever outfit on a character that you want.
Great. The juggernauts are getting nastier.
Let's see here. Oh, zero skill LPB says returning to Trumbull Valley after completing the quests can get funky. That's true. I wrote a bug about that a while ago. I'm not sure where it is on the priority list, but yeah, the intent was that each community can only complete those missions one time, and that was what we put in the design documentation. But I think that it didn't make it into the test plan, and so nobody actually made sure that it worked. And so I think it doesn't work. I think that at least some of the missions come back, if not all of them, which is, my character down there, he just went, ugh. Yeah, which is sort of how I feel about it. So there is a bug in the bug database about that. Hopefully at some point it becomes prioritized. But, there's a lot of things to fix, and I'm not sure if that one's going to be a top priority. So yeah, Coalition says that he's got like 7 Haven devices in one community because it just does not work the way we intended it. Yes, I'm not happy about that, but it's one of those like, I mean, I definitely could have followed up on it a lot more and made sure that it made it into our test plans and everything, and I just we all kind of dropped the ball on that one. So sorry about that. I know that that's a little bit weird. I think, okay, so the only thing that I'm sad about is that now night is falling, because I do prefer, when we're on the live stream, I do prefer to play in the daytime, but I don't want to just sit around here for half an hour, like waiting for the sun to come up, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I guess which vehicle should I take? I guess I'll take this Red Talon vehicle. I'll drive out. What I want to do is I want to start at the Bounty Broker. Like whenever we do the official live stream, I want to be at the Bounty Broker already rather than having to drive there. Because basically, I want to introduce Kat, then I want to very quickly set up what I'm doing with the bounties, and then spend the rest of the time sort of driving around, going after those bounties while talking with Kat, and have Kat be the focus. And so if I have to spend a bunch of time like getting to the Bounty Broker, like going on a journey, talking about what I'm doing, if that takes a long time, I feel like I'm sort of taking away from the focus of the episode. So we're just going to get to the Bounty Broker now. And I guess, if we start here, then it will be daylight. What the heck? Then it will be daylight by the end. Okay. Is that guy coming after me now? Okay. I like the fact that there's a horde over here. I don't want to mess that up. And I like the fact there's a feral over there too. So I wonder, can I lead them away? And then circle back around to the Bounty Broker. Okay, I think I lost the feral. But if I circle back around, hey, the Clio Tower. I just drove through this area in Heartland. It's weird being back here in Trumbull Valley after playing in Heartland because so much of it is the same, but so much of it is different. But if I come at the Bounty Broker, after having driven in one direction, if I come back at the Bounty Broker from the other side, and I'm relatively quiet, oh, it's a freaking bloater, and I'm relatively quiet, like park over here, get out, kill this zombie quietly. All right. This feels okay. So I'm going to unmark him. We're going to pause the game right here. And this is where I'm going to come back into the game on the official live stream. So, let's see here. So we've got, what are we doing? Coalition is sending me like a massive flashing red light saying that I should look at Scott Lannon's suggestion. Oh, Scott Lannon is suggesting, he just cashed in picking a game and wants me to try Stranded Deep. Okay, I won't do that today because I've got an agenda today. But yeah, absolutely, I will try out Stranded Deep. So I tried Stranded Deep early on, like when it was released very early, and I think is it still in early access or is it like a game preview or something? I'm trying to remember. the moment-to-moment controls of the game were very hard for me to get used to. And so that's actually why I dropped it, because it's, that's sort of the foundation that every other part of the experience is based on, is like your camera and movement controls. And I had a lot of trouble, if I remember correctly, I think I had a lot of trouble with those in Stranded Deep. And so it'll be, but it's been a while, and I know they've been working on the game, so it'll be, and I saw on somebody else's stream that they even added like a third-person mode and stuff, so they've clearly been messing with the foundations of the game. So it's entirely possible that it's going to be more accessible to me now, and I'll be able to sort of see what else they've done in that game. So yeah, absolutely, I will add Stranded Deep to my future schedule and get into it. So thanks for cashing that in, Scott Lannon. If people, if you watch my channel a lot and you build up enough channel points, you can pick a game for me to try. If it's like a $60 or $70 or $80 game that I don't think I'm going to be that into, I might have to ask you to pick something else if that's what you want to pick. But if it's a cheap game, or it's a game that's on Game Pass, or it's something that, that I wanted to own anyway, I will absolutely play whatever game you suggest. So there you go. Thanks for making the recommendation, Scott Landon. I'll see what I can learn from that game. Let's see. Oh, so Average Twitch User says, I've got a little goofy question for you. Is the Red Talon slogan still, "We'll kill zombies for food even 2 years after the apocalypse"? I don't remember that being there. I know that their insignia has got something else on it. It's not "We'll kill zombies for food." I've forgotten where that comes from. So I don't imagine that they say that all the time. It doesn't sound like a very cool thing to say, and they're definitely all into being cool. That's their, like, Red Talon has a lot of priorities, but their number one priority is trying to look cool. So I don't think they would make that their slogan this long after the apocalypse. But yeah. Peroxicus says, one of the strange things to me about Trumbull Valley and Heartland is in Trumbull Valley, Fairfield is in the northwest, but in Heartland, where that part of the map doesn't exist, part of the farmlands is called Fairfield. Okay, so I don't know that for certain. Like, I have not verified exactly where the boundaries of that are, because I just heard that for the first time. But there were some terminology confusions on the team about what place was called what. I remember specifically there was some confusion around Mount Tanner. Because I think that several folks on the map team thought that Mount Tanner was the hill that the Wilkerson's house was on, when actually Mount Tanner is the mountain that the ranger station is on. And so for a long time, a lot of stuff under the hood was called Mount Tanner at the Wilkerson neighborhood rather than at the ranger station. And we actually had to kind of go back several times because it was so deeply ingrained. We had to go back several times and make sure that the Mount Tanner name was stripped out of one place and stuck into another place. That's really easy to do when you've got, when you're developing a franchise over time and you've got sort of a revolving door of people over time who kind of leave the company and come back into the company or whatever. It's very easy to lose oral history like that. The fact that people just, because on the original team was just a couple dozen people and everyone knew what all the places were, and it just seemed obvious, and so it wasn't written down. Nobody wrote like a Bible of what all the places were and what all the lore was of State of Decay, because everyone knew. And then at some point you realize, oh, the team has grown, a lot of new people have come in, old people have left, we've recycled a lot of people, and that stuff is not obvious anymore. But where's the point where you suddenly realize we need to write a Bible down? This is something that I actually, I think I mentioned in an earlier stream that I bugged Andy Collins about this recently. It was like, hey, I just realized that, people in my chat are asking me about the fates of different characters in the State of Decay lore, and I don't know a lot of them, and I realized I'm betting there's lots of people on the team. In fact, I bet 99% of the team does not know the fates of these characters, and finding out would be a big research task. But Andy, you know. So could you just write all that stuff down right now? And he loved the idea. He jumped in and with gusto, and he wrote a really brilliant document that like outlines where all of these characters ended up so that we can follow on from that in the future. If we decide to reintroduce any of these characters in future iterations of the franchise, we've got a definitive list of where they ended up, what we have said and what we haven't said. And so in some cases we say this character's dead or this character's alive. And in some cases we said undetermined, depending on the player's choices, this character might be dead or alive. Or we could say, in some cases, we hinted that this set of characters included some deaths, but we did not say which people. So this character could be alive or dead. Who knows? Big shrug. And so he wrote all of that down so that we can use that later, which is great. And somebody asked at one point whether or not we could share that with everyone, and I haven't asked yet whether that makes any sense for us to share it. Lucian wants to know what happened to Job Wilkerson. So what it says in the document is that it's undetermined. We have not actually said out loud what happened to Job, but there's implications that he's dead because he was such a critical part of the Wilkerson whole deal that was going on. The fact that he's absent from Heartland implies that he's probably dead, because what other explanation would there be for him not being involved? And, you know, Mickey talks about his brother in the past tense, that sort of thing. And so we're treating it like if there's some people like, say, you know, Marcus, Maya, and Ed, or, you know, Quincy and Helena, or whatever, where it's like 50-50 whether they're dead or alive. Job is probably more like 95% dead, 5% alive. Like, we could justify him being alive, the way we justified Sasquatch being alive, if we wanted to, but it supports the story we've told already better if we say he's dead. Peroxica says, does that mean that Nat Wilkerson is dead in Homecoming? So Andy thought about it, and she's another one. She's kind of like Job. Mickey talks about her in the past tense. She did blow up her own house to evade a conflict with authorities, to whatever degree anyone's an authority in this world. And so maybe she was in the house when she blew it up, or maybe she escaped. I don't think that's definitively said either. Again, it does support our previous storytelling better if we assume she's dead, but if we wanted to bring her back, it is justifiable. It's not definitive. But again, Mickey talks about her in the past tense. Mickey talks like he's the last Wilkerson. And so that's probably the most reasonable direction for us to go, but who knows, right? There's a lot of options there. But it's funny that you all asked about the same characters, which were the ones I was most interested in too when I was looking at that. Anyway, we've been doing this for nearly an hour, and I'd like to move on to some other things. But Garland Burb asks, what happened to the Sprang Girl? I don't know what the Sprang Girl is. Who does that refer to? That sounds familiar. I don't know who you're talking about. Sorry. Oh, so Airy Twitch says, we need a lore-focused State of Decay official stream. That's an interesting... Let me actually make a note of that. That's a good idea. Maybe that's how we should share that document. You know, maybe we should do a stream where we invite Andy Collins in to talk about the development of... And Brant and Andy, because Brant's been there a long time, and then Andy's been primarily responsible for it most recently. We should have the two of them in here to talk about how the storyline of State of Decay progressed from the first game through the second game, and how we're thinking about it in the wake of the second game. That's a really, really good idea. Thank you for that suggestion. Wait, who made that? Oh, yeah, that was Airy Twitch. I want to make sure I've noted that was from Airy Twitch so I can credit them in the future. And everyone is chanting lore, lore, lore. Okay. We'll do a lore stream. I'll suggest it to Wonder. I'm sure she'll think it's a great idea because, you know, right now we are a little bit short of information because we've slowed down the cadence of updates to State of Decay 2. We don't have anything yet to say about State of Decay 3, and we got to fill some streams. So that's a really good idea. I really like that suggestion. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up because I've got to move on. So there is a subscribe button. Here is links to other streams. The stream that I've been preparing for, the official live stream, I'll stick a link to that there in case you're curious. And the next Salt of the Earth video is going to go there when it's ready.